video, I literally just posted it. Some sweet fucking soul commented on my eyebrows, and I get comments on my eyebrows all the fucking time, but I had to share with you guys like why I laugh every time. I love and appreciate the compliments, thank you, but have you ever seen that movie We're the Millers? There's a scene in that movie where the kid, like the degenerate kid, is just like, what are you talking about, eyebrows? I posted it. Every time I get a compliment on my eyebrows, I think of that. I thought it was so funny. So, in case you missed it, that's why I laugh every time. How do you heal yourself from toxic people and bad thoughts? How to heal yourself of toxic people and bad thoughts. For you specifically, it's learning to say no. And learning to say no in a way that not only makes you feel comfortable, but avoids the confrontation of why you are saying no. For example, there are many ways to say no. I'll go from like my most favorite to like least favorite as far as like terms or ways to say no. If someone asks you for a favor, or if someone asks you if you could do something that you don't have the energy for, but you don't know how to say no, you say, let me see if that fits in my schedule. If there's something that makes you uncomfortable that you don't know how to say no to, for example, doing a favor for somebody else, you're getting to the point where you're feeling like used a little bit. My favorite go-to is let's see here. I just got sidetracked. I just got a whole bunch of messages that came in. Sorry, I zoned out. Let me see if that fits in my schedule, and I don't know if I have the energy for that today. One, it doesn't place responsibility on them. Two, you are mindful of where you are at in that moment. And three, it's not so confrontational. I don't know if I have the energy for that. Like, you really don't. It's not that you're saying no, it's just not going to fit in your repertoire of things that you have to do at that moment. Okay? Hopefully that helps. And as far as healing goes, it's just learning to place boundaries and stand up for what you believe in. Okay? So hopefully that helps. But it's really important to know where your energy placement is at and what energy is being siphoned from you. Psychic cleanses, I do literally once a week, twice a week, and reclaiming my energy that people take without my consent. So for example, an energy exchange can be something as simple as stalking someone's social media, right? Because you are putting an energy and effort into that person's energy, even subconsciously. So if someone's doing that to you, like let's say you have an ex that's stalking your shit and you can feel their energy and it feels weird, just reclaim it. Say, I am reclaiming the energy that you took without my consent. In the same way, you're going to say whatever energy that they are sending to you, I return it back to sender. Like, this energy is not meant for me. I'm turning it back to sender. Okay? The boundaries if I've put just causes me more disrespect. Then you know what you need. Then you know who you need to just dismiss out of your life. No contact. Scorpio Queen. Oh, how exciting. William, okay, straight the fuck up, not gonna lie, William, I know you commented on the video of, like, getting roasted, and I straight the fuck up was looking for your comment, and I couldn't find it, so I don't know if you deleted it, but I was gonna do a reading for you, like, a pure, like, roasting reading, just because I was drawn to your energy. So if you're okay with it, of course, if you're okay with it, I can do your reading here, just because I'm just interested. Of course, that's on you, but we'll find out. Yeah, just reclaiming your energy back. It's that easy. hard to do no contact when they will literally not move from my house. Okay, Casey, so then you have to remove yourself. You will have to remove yourself from that situation. Or you can do witchcraft and hurt them. I mean, if you have people disrespecting your energy, like it bluntly, you have the right to protect it. So there's that. Darth! What's going on, Brady? Alrighty, William, let's find out what's going on here. So before we begin the collective and doing intros, I'm going to do William's reading just like super quick. Give me a second to catch up on comments and go there. I'll get to questions in a second. If there is a will, there is a way, Casey. Alrighty, William. Okay, defensive and combative. Okay, this is gonna be a roast, but I am told to give you also some affirmation because you need it. I feel like you thrive off of getting roasted because that's your only form of affection. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Summer snakes! Hi! Eyebrows. Earth person, blue eyes, what's going on, princess? Queen, if you will. Yep. You are so used to being just ripped the fuck apart that your only form of affection is when people rip you apart. And this is where toxic relationships keep recycling into your life because you don't know how to accept love. William. And it's not that you don't know what it means, because I do have a sense, because again, I do sense that you have this very welcoming heart, this very welcoming like heart chakra. It's just when conflict arises, you get a thrill out of it. Like you get a straight fucking rise out of it. So, mommy issues, first and foremost. My Queen of Swords reverse talks about a very vindictive energy, siphoning energy, divine feminine that is in your life. But with this focus on you and your reading right now, the Tower card in reverse has a lot to do with these impending changes happening within yourself. Not only within yourself, but within the world around you. You're starting to notice, you're starting to attract more chaos because that's what you're looking for. This is the harmony that you're trying to create, is creating problems out of nowhere. The Page of Cups here in reversed says two things. One, you have this hopeless romantic sense of connections, that it happens immediately, it happens quickly. You have attachment issues. It's not a personality trait. Here, the Knight of Cups comes in as very strong romantic offers that you end up just completely obliterating your energy for. You don't know how to settle down. And you're constantly looking for something new in other people. Attachment issues. That's your roast. Again, your energy's starting to like get a rise out of it from what I'm feeling. So I'm going to shift this direction. The love that you are used to is unhealthy. The connection that, now, not to say that your mom's a bad person, not a bad person. Her attachment styles are also different. This is how she was raised. You are unlearning everything that you learned was normal. However, the connection or the attachment style that you have is very toxic. Not to just yourself, but people that you do care about too. Because it's not that you don't care about people. It's just you subconsciously create problems when there isn't one to feel comfortable. And you deserve love. You deserve to feel that connection genuinely and to not run from it. You deserve somebody that is going to love you for your shadow aspects of yourself, equally as much as your positive qualities. You do have a lot that you can bring to the table. It's just, you have to trust that within yourself first. Okay? You are pretty street smart, not gonna lie. Like, you're street smart, you're talented, you work well with crafts. I don't know what it is that you do, but there's a lot of like work with your hands, a lot of attention to detail. Like, you are very capable of learning and growing, but then you reach this this vulnerability threshold within yourself, and then you just stop. Hopefully that makes sense to you. That's just what I picked up. I hope you didn't run. I hope I didn't scare you off. Sapphire! What's going on, Pumpkin? Good to see you, babe. Yeah, weirdest roast ever. Like, but that's the thing, is just like, you take... If I were to straight up call you a fucking emotionally manipulative asshole, you would take that as a compliment. And that would completely defeat the purpose of calling you out on your shit. Because you like that. So I literally have to switch it just so that way it clicks with you. Does that make sense? People that need a roast are because they are often placated or enabled by the people around them, because everybody around them walks on eggshells. Like, you know you're an asshole. But you need someone to tell you that, yes, you're an asshole, but those are attachment styles. That's not your personality. Those are not your character traits. Does that make sense? That's probably what you would have gotten in a video anyways. Cool. I'm glad you got it. Yeah, the whole point of all of this is that everybody has a different way of communicating. And the reason why I opened up my aggressive readings is because those who are far too enabled in their life need to get their ass fucking kicked by someone who does not give a fuck. There are too many people in your life that have not given a fuck and have walked away, and that's what you have learned, is that you just kind of like ride solo. Anyways, I digress. You're doing just fine in your life. Just keep going. Don't be afraid to talk about your feelings, bro. They're valid. Let's move forward. Okay, so for those of you who are new here, welcome. My name is Brittany. I can do some shit, read cards, mostly for entertainment purposes, but my focus has much to do about self-development and building spirituality. I'm a spiritualist, so I believe in the basis of spirituality as the foundations of spirituality begins with energy. And so not only do I teach, preach, and practice energy, but I do my best to help others out of the funk shit that they're in, utilizing my blunt attitude to call people out where they need it. I do have a tendency to come from a space of love and understanding. Let's see here. 2 house rules. Rule number 1, don't be an asshole. We don't judge. We don't gatekeep. Everybody comes from different cultures and backgrounds. Everybody practices spirituality differently. I don't care how the fuck you practice it. Don't preach your shit on here. I don't tell you what to believe in. I just tell you what I know. And if it helps you, sick. If not, I hope you had a good time. Rule number 2, drink your water. Drink your water. The longer that you hang out here, the more that you're going to grow, the more that you're going to detox, and water helps with that process. Those of you who have initiated your spiritual journey with me, you guys are starting to get and understand why I preach water so much, because you are quite literally feeling the dehydration in your detox process. All of my readings are problem and solution based. I am going to start setting a set schedule on when I will be going live, so that way you guys can follow suit with that schedule, and it's a little bit more predictable rather than just random throughout the day. If you have more questions or want to learn more, you can visit my website. The link is through my Linktree. I do have a private community page called the Official Family Community where I teach these subjects more in depth. The psychological, biological aspects of the human body, but as well as consciousness, how to utilize both and be one and harmonious with both the light and the shadow aspects of our psychology. Okay? I try to keep it as politically correct here on TikTok, but it does get spicy in my private community page. So if you get offended easily, that shit ain't for you. Okay? If you want to book a reading, it's also through my website. If you go through my Linktree, you'll find a direct link to book a private reading. Today we're going to be doing a collective. We're going to find out what shadow work we need to do today and then get moving. Okay, so this reading is going to be based off shadow work that we need to focus on. Shadow work is studying the dark aspects of our subconscious, the parts of us that we fear and the parts of us that we shame. I bring it to light. Okay, let's see here. Can I get a card for the energy of the collective, please? Energy of the collective at this moment. 3 cards fell out. Of course, the universe. Mastering self and creating a sense of direction. We don't know what we don't know, right? But when it comes to making decisions in our life, where do these ideas come from? So this is where we start taking steps backwards in our journey to figure out why our habits have developed the way that they have. Because here my magician card says a couple of things. One, it talks about this continuing sense of being a student and scholar to the universe. However, this is also my self-esteem card. When it comes in reverse, you don't realize that everything you need is already within you. You just have to harness it, accept it, trust it, and move forward. Here with my Queen of Swords, this is my bad bitch card. It's probably one of my favorite cards in tarot, simply because all of her decisions are made off of, yes, emotion, but they're definitive. Like, she knows what the fuck she wants because she feels it and she goes after it. The Knight of Wands comes up here as passionate communication and drive. What is it that gets your fucking ass out of bed? You know, what lights a fire under your ass? What brings you this, sense of life? Like, why are you doing everything that you're doing? This is that card coming up here. So our shadow work is going to be revolving around our shadow work today is going to revolve around habits. Habits. Why have we developed the toxic habits that we have? Everybody's got toxic traits, people. Everybody's got them. Okay? Let's find out moving forward. Sweet sugar, because I deserve the best. I don't mean to be cocky, but seriously, abso-fucking-lutely, it's not cocky, it's confident. But you're so used to hanging around people that have low self-esteem that your confidence comes off as cocky. You know, the difference between confidence and cocky has much to do with your humility, your own personal humility. How much are you willing to admit that people's confidence comes from a place of working on themselves? Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. Where has the collective's toxic habits stemmed from? Daddy issues. Deep-seated daddy issues that you guys are working on now. Not having stability. Not knowing what it is that you want because you don't know what is safe. So the habits that you have developed have been people-pleasing. You have a tendency to make your decisions based off of what you think would make other people happy, which has left you ended up feeling out in the cold. Our root chakra reaches its... How do I say this? Your root chakra development begins in childhood. The energy center of stability and trust starts in your childhood. And you guys did not have a stable childhood. So now you're learning how to build your own chakra. You're learning how to work on yourself. You're learning how to create the stability. You're focusing on what that looks like. But because you don't have anything to compare it to, you think you're going absolutely batshit crazy. And you're starting to rip yourself apart. You're stuck because of the shit that has happened in the past. But refusing to see that you are binding yourself to your own toxic traits is what's recycling these problems in your life. Here, my Chariot card comes up with my Knight of Cups. This tells me that you are learning to build a relationship with your father figure. And it is helping because now you're on the right track. Now you're starting to see, now you're starting to get a different perspective on what happened in your childhood, because all you know is what you witnessed. You didn't know the backstory of what you witnessed. Like seeing your parents fight in front of you, immediately you think you did something wrong. Immediately you took responsibility for it, or even subconsciously took responsibility for it, not knowing what the fuck was actually going on until you realize that one of your partners was narcissistic and the other one was getting abused, and vice versa. And you didn't realize that till later when you started developing these toxic habits and traits because you subconsciously learned it. So for those of and then it starts to repeat in how you raise your children. That you think you should fight for a relationship based off for the children, and all you're doing is teaching them toxic behaviors of love and stability. So a lot of you get stuck in 15-year, 20-year, 25-year, 35-year relationships all over for the kids. When this entire time you have been building stability within yourself and not realizing it. When you are the one that has been holding this family together, maybe even alone or by yourself, whatever the fuck that it might be, you have learned this through what you watched, and now you're teaching your children to do it, all because you're trying to avoid it, when the only thing that you have to do is cut it off at the source. You gotta cut the fucking cancer. But the habit that you developed is people pleasing. So now we got to learn how to work around that. And the best way to learn how to work around that trauma is by creating boundaries for yourself. Like within yourself, not with other people, within yourself. When I feel sad, do I allow myself to feel the sadness, or do I dwell in it? Because pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Do you get high? Do you subconsciously get high off of your pain? Which is why you keep recycling yourself in it. Are you subconsciously a masochist, which is why you stay in a toxic relationship? Questions, shadow work questions. You don't know what you don't know until the topic is presented to you. So now you can go in and ask yourself these questions. The universe helps those who help themselves. I can't fucking help you if you don't want to be helped. If you want someone to enable you, do not book a reading with me. Don't fucking do it, because you're gonna get butt hurt to a T. The only times I straight the fuck up, I have been reading tarot and learning tarot continuing to learn tarot, because there are millions of different ways to read one card. I have been continuing to learn tarot from, I think I had my first deck at 18, because I got pregnant at 19. So, first deck I ever had or was introduced to, I was 18, and I have been learning since. And I have had, in my entire career of reading since that point, I have had 3 people complain. Each of them have complained about the same thing. I feel like this does not resonate until I break down the reading to them and they realize that they just did not want to hear the message. That's literally it. Denying aspects of themselves because they weren't ready to hear the song. 3. I can count on one hand. Alrighty. Let's see here. Any other messages for the collective? Yes. Stand your ground. Morals. Let's talk morals. What's going on, mi amor?
Good morning, Mom.
Good morning, my love.
Mom?
Yes, baby.
I just thought you sleep.
I didn't sleep.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm outside.
Oh.
Oh. Did you go do your homework? Did you go read a book?
No.
Could you go do that, please?
Let me tell you.
What?
SpongeBob said words.
SpongeBob said bad words?
Yes. Said. As an elephant.
Oh, okay.
You said a bad word.
I didn't say a bad word, not yet.
No, SpongeBob.
Oh, okay.
Squidward and...
Why don't you go inside, my love? You don't have shoes. Papa, you don't have shoes on.
Mom, you talk.
Go inside.
I'm talking to
Nope.
Mom.
Go on.
Come up daily.
No. Alright, go on. Close the door.
Okay.
Crazy kid.
Mom?
Boundaries. Standing up for what you believe in. Morals. So, let's take it back to your childhood really quick. What were... let's just talk about 3 prominent rules of your house. Like, just something simple. Do you take your shoes off before you enter? You know, did you all eat at the dining room table for dinner? You know, what were 3... let's check your 3 basic house rules as a child. Just, like, go ahead and go through them on your own. If you want to share them, fucking sick. But think about this for a second. Think about just those 3 basic rules that you had in your house. Super simple. And then I want you to ask, how are you actively living out these 3 rules in your house? So, Jessica, you didn't have house rules. Okay, so now take a look at how that has manifested into your own life. You have no rules, no structure, no boundaries. Okay? Be seen, not heard, family meals, no back talk. So, how has that manifested into your life now? Okay. So, those things that have manifested into your life now is just kind of where your morals are set in base. Like, this is what you believe in because you've seen this actively work in your life. Yeah? So when it comes to people that question your morals, these basic rules and foundations you've set for yourself, what happens? As adults, you can't spank them. As adults, you can't ground them. So what we end up developing is this sense of uncertainty within ourselves. Because you don't have a physical way of standing your ground. You have to learn how to communicate. So you're always criticized because you have rules and you're strict. So then you're working with people that don't have boundaries within themselves. No moral foundations, no moral codes. Or your guys' moral codes conflict. This is where compromise comes into play. But the basis is standing up for what you believe in. How do you communicate with narcissists? You don't. You don't communicate with narcissists, period. You do not. You disengage. Narcissists look for attention. Narcissists look for validation. Do not give it to them. And they will push your buttons and test you to see if you'll crack to them. If you can stay strong and move through it, they'll leave you alone eventually because they no longer have power over you. Exactly, they need supply.
Mom,
Yeah.
did you take my Star Wars phone?
I did, but it's next door. You can go get it. It's on the table.
Why did you not?
Because you weren't listening to me,
No.
baby.
Yes, you told you. Is that your room?
Yeah, I told you to go to your room.
Did you stop? Did you see I'm taking it?
I took your phone last night because it was bedtime and you had school the next day and you
Look.
weren't listening.
Look.
Look.
You have my Star Wars phone?
Yes, you can have your Star Wars phone now.
Found it?
It's at the dining room table. Go on.
Is that what you found it?
You can go look for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Mom,
Huh?
you never use your money?
You want to use my money for what? What do you want to buy?
Okay.
Did you read a book?
Then buy my money. I don't have my money.
I'm not going to give you money right now.
Look. When you store,
I'm not going to... No.
look. That's what you say. Look.
Yes. All of your toys.
The toys are long. Right? Watch.
Connor,
Look.
you don't have shoes on, honey. Go inside.
Look.
I know, that's a baby toy.
Look. It's not for kids. Right, Mom?
That's right.
It's for babies.
That's right.
You take it for babies.
Yes. Alrighty. What did I miss? Yeah, straight up, my dad was a preacher. At home was very strict. Yeah. So, on the reverse aspect, what rules were you raised with that you did completely polar opposite of? Because those are where a lot of your habits and behaviors stem from, was with what you were raised with. So if you're trying to live a life to avoid everything that you were raised with, what are you doing now? Has it created stability within yourself? Yes or no? If you are recognizing that you have created stability and comfort in your home, then you are uncomfortable with yourself. For example, I am raising my kids completely fucking different from the way I was raised. They are equally loved. They are equally respected. They are equally, cared for. They know that they're safe. They talk to me all the damn time. If they're feeling any type of way, they come to me. And that's the stability that I was hoping to instill in them. For the longest fucking time, though, I had no fucking clue if anything I was doing was working. But that's because I did not realize that the stability that I created, I was not used to. So I was creating chaos. You get what I'm saying? Oh my God. Shh. My parents took discipline to a whole new fucking level. A whole new fucking level. To the point where from kindergarten to even throughout high school, honestly. Back then, when I was in elementary school, my mom filed a restraining order against my dad because he used to absolutely just obliterate me and my mom, and filed a restraining order. And my school folder, the emergency contact list, I had a red tape on my contact list to not contact my father. And that stuck with me all throughout my high school career. When the restraining order lifted, there was a note put on it, and I cheated on a spelling test one time and in a history test in middle school, got fucking busted for it, and they called my dad. And my dad showed up with my mom, and at the table with all of my 7th grade teachers, he literally started screaming at me so loud that he was spitting. Did not care. And my English teacher just told that only my English teacher spoke. And she was saying, I cheated on a spelling test and that I, failed a spelling test, and that was it. And then my history teacher was staring at me, just, doing my best to not cry and just, stay strong. And, my mouth was, quivering. And he kept his mouth shut, didn't say anything. And I knew from that point that it didn't matter what I ended up doing in life, that I was not going to do that to my kids. Forever, I didn't want to be a mother because I was terrified of becoming a mother. But there are some very drastic extremes that causes us to do polar opposite effects of what we are used to. But the idea of standing up for what you believe in stems from one or two extremes. One, you had no structure, or two, you had too much structure. And those are the two extreme traumas that I'm seeing. Of course, there's lots of you in between, but the message here has a lot to do with standing up for what you believe in. Are you standing up for what you believe in? Do you recognize the stability that you have created for yourself? My dad and I are building our relationship now, like we are. But for my dad just does not know how to raise children. He's a great person to like consult with. As far as like life situations go, because he's a smart ass man. Like, he's smart. Like, the dude knows a lot, and he has taught me a lot. But as a child, no. No chance. And I don't even think he recognizes it too, honestly. But oh well. Too much structure, then hypocritical in the structure's place. Yeah. You know what I mean? Alrighty. Let's see. Any other messages? Madison, that is a narcissist. 3 of Cups reversed. You're taking life too seriously. You are taking life way too seriously. The entire concept of the human experience is to be enjoyed. And we have turned it into this just like shit show of a rat race. A shit show of a rat race where you have learned to compare yourself to others. When's the last time you did something enjoyable? Like, you let your hair fucking down and you enjoyed yourself without fear of anything. There's some artists in here that haven't picked up a paintbrush in years. There are some musicians in here that have completely forgotten how to play notes. There are athletes and track stars in here that haven't been to a gym in forever. There are chefs in here that can't remember the last time that they picked up a spatula. I mean, the simple things. You know what I mean? Gabby. Oh, I'm talking to Madison, yeah. How not to take it seriously if everything depends on you. Okay, Jessica. Let me see if I understand that correctly. Let me go back on that. How not to take it seriously if everything depends on you. No backbone. Are you saying you don't have a backbone? Laura, I've been a mom since I was 19. I get it. Okay, you don't. Okay, so you don't have backbone. Okay. You're a single mom of 3 kids? Jessica? Okay, so mom of 3 kids. Those are the 3 that I saw. They're older now, though. So I know there are 2 of them that are capable of feeding themselves. You just do it for them anyways. Right? Just curiosity. Okay. So I don't think it's that you don't have a backbone. I just think you don't know when to stop. because you're so used to fucking going that if you feel like you slow down at all, you feel like not successful. If you're not stressing, you're doing something wrong. So you have trained yourself to live in a constant state of fight or flight, and now your memory's starting to deteriorate. So it's not so much that you're carrying the entire world on your shoulders by force, you're doing it to yourself. But this is not a rip on you, because this is what you're used to. Yeah? So here's the thing, Brittany. Like a shark, they die if they stop moving. Yes, but we're not sharks. We are the most superior species on Earth, supposedly. So there's that. The human body has a way of naturally healing itself to maintain the sense of, to maintain a homeostatic state. Jessica. Let's go back to Jessica really quick, because Jessica brings up beautiful points, honestly. When you are so used to moving, you lose a sense of direction, because you're so hyper focused on staying moving that you end up getting lost. You know what I mean? What is it that you want to accomplish the most in this life? What do you find, do your priorities lie? Of course, taking care of your mother. Of course. Is it a responsibility that you have to take on? No. But is it one that you want to take on? Yes. Taking care of your kids. We are always going to be a mother no matter how old our children get. But can they feed themselves? Yes. Do they know how to wipe their own ass? Yes. Can they clean themselves up and get themselves ready for school? Yes. Is it in your heart and your nature to take care of them because no one took care of you? Yes. So what do we have to do? Learn to take care of ourselves. And what does that look like for somebody that is not used to it? Writing out your goals, meditating, exercising, drinking your water, eating healthy. If you don't have 10 minutes a day to meditate, you need to do 20. Cami, you want to get Reiki done, but not sure what I'll be getting into. Cami, if there's anybody that I recommend, her name is Moonwater Oracle. That's her handle here on TikTok, but her name is Meredith. She did my Reiki healing session on me, and on everything I believe in. Not only did it work, I felt the sense of relief, detox. I was in shock because this was all distant Reiki healing done. I followed her instructions and to a T, and I felt her working throughout my chakras. 100% would recommend it. I have a video on her, Moonwater Oracle Meredith. I have a video on her on my feed, but you can go find her. 100% recommend. Absolutely. Absolutely stunning energy. She's so beautiful. She's fucking hilarious, and she's also beautiful. Where was I getting to? Healing. Right. So Reiki healing is stunning. To maintain Reiki healing 100%, I recommend weekly psychic cleanses just to protect yourself, anybody that has siphoned your energy throughout the week, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Can you tell me, hold on, Breezy D, help. Can you please tell me regarding my son Danny, why is he dismissive of authority? I'm sorry. I'm not laughing because it is funny. I am laughing because I've been there. When you have excessively controlling parents that don't realize that they're toxic, The only way that children know how to establish control in their life is to rebel, because that's the only control that they have. So he is dismissive of authority because he feels disrespected. He feels unheard and unseen by people he's supposed to feel safe around and look up to. That's from experience. Now let me pull cards on it. Where is Danny's energy presently? Danny's energy is restless, chaotic a little bit, out of control, needing to slow down. What is the conflict that he is facing with authority? The conflict he is facing with authority is a broken home. Emotionally immature authoritative figures that do not take accountability for their own actions, and a very deep sense of depression. So if you and your significant other are on different pages on how to raise Danny, that would be something where you would have to sit down and discuss with your partner. And again, this is like no judgment circle. This is, we're trying to create solutions and a healthy environment. But if we were to look at from Danny's perspective on what he sees, this is where we can start to create solutions versus like trying to hyper control a situation. Because the more control that you place on an individual, the more that they are going to rebel in seeking control of their own life. Does that make sense? 8 years ago. Yeah. And Breezy, here's the thing, babe, is that, you know, this is where he's trying to find control, is because this is still a very, 8 years, yes, is a considerable amount of time, and you did what you needed to do, and creating stability in your own home. But this is his way of expressing himself. He needs to slow down and he needs to communicate. So create a space to where he can communicate with you. You don't have to sit him down and have the talk, because again, he's just going to shut himself out emotionally, because that's what he's used to seeing. What you could possibly do is just say, hey, how's your day? What's going on? If he says, nothing, just be like, oh, well, I had a rough, just like, oh, I had a great day. I was thinking about you. Just making sure you're good. Drop off a snack, a peace offering, if you will. Just you pop in every once in a while, say, hey, hope you're doing good. You'll catch him once where he's just like, Mom, I don't feel so good. But watch that repeating pattern open itself up and blossom naturally without forcing it. I know usually parents want answers immediately on their child because they do care, but this is how you were raised, and there's nothing wrong with that. We're just learning. So again, this has a lot to do with welcoming open circumstances and different parenting styles. And I'm not telling you how to parent. I'm just telling you from my perspective, this is what I went through. And if it could help you, sick. Hopefully that helps you. You know what I mean? I fed them already.
Oh, he's eating soup right now.
Oh, perfect. That's good then. Yeah. No, thank you. I'll take the tea though. Thanks, Mom.
What did you feed them?
Leftovers from last night. Thank you. Okay. Let's see here. Any questions? Oh, Kayala, girl, there's no fucking judgment here whatsoever. I've had my, many parenting mistakes. And they're mistakes because I have learned not to repeat them again, because they're not conducive to a healthy growing environment. And nobody's fucking perfect. And the best advice that I got from parenting was my mother. She says, don't take parenting advice from anybody. And that was the best advice I ever got. Best. Sugar. Because we fear what we do not know. But if you feel like you're at a good place, roll with that tide, baby. Alrighty. Magda, why do I have a hard time trusting women in my life? Probably because you had a divine feminine figure in your life that could not be trusted. Sometimes it's just that simple. How do we ground ourselves? There are many ways to do it. One of my favorite ways for grounding has much to do with recognizing my present moment. For example, if I feel chaotic, I'll go through my 5 senses. What do I see? What do I hear? What taste is in my mouth? What do I smell? And what can I feel? At this present moment, I can feel my feet on the cement floor, on my patio floor. I smell my mom's beautiful fucking plants. I feel the warmth of the air outside. There's no breeze, but I can feel the warmth, even in filtered sunlight. I hear the air vent. I see a candle. I see my deck. I see my crystal. I see my laptop. I see my phone. Just being present in the moment. Sometimes it's that simple, especially if you can't like sit your ass down and meditate immediately. I just go through my 5 senses. More intimately, I'll kick my fucking shoes off and walk barefoot in the grass. I will light my altar candles and I will meditate, connecting to my ancestors, my guides, my higher self. Breathing. Sometimes it's that simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. Mama Sparks, is it time to stay or move? It's time to move. You're getting fucked over big time. Jennifer, why do I wear my heart on my sleeve? It's a positive trait. You just don't know how to build boundaries, so you let people walk all over you. But having your heart on your sleeve is not a bad trait to have. At all. Maria, why can't I keep a man around? Because the men that you welcome into your life need a mother, not a partner. You attract all kinds of people in your life, but the people that you look for are ones that need you, not ones that want you. They need you. And then when their need is done, so are they. Romaine, tell me something I need to know. Romaine, you need to stop making excuses for yourself. You need to get the fuck off the couch. You need to get some exercise, you need to get some sunlight, and you need to create a game plan, because all of your energy is going absolutely fucking nowhere. It is going into the past where it is no longer serving you. It is living in the future and causing you anxiety, and you are overwhelmed in your emotions and now isolating yourself from people that do care about you, and it's hurting you even more. You need to cleanse your own negative energy. You are strong, you are powerful, you are capable. You have very strong divine masculine energy. Mariella, if I start my own business, will it be successful? Yes, but not as quickly as you think. Jojo, what should I know about my next job? Enjoy it. Don't overthink it. It's a new beginning and opportunity. How do I approach shadow work while driving? Baby, no. Focus on driving. One thing at a time, please. One thing at a time. If you have anger issues while driving, that's something that should be dealt with in a safe space at home. Why do I feel stuck? Because you have no inspiration. You're so used to seeing the same shit. Get the fuck out of your house. Get out. Go on a walk. It's the lighting. My hair's still purple. I fucking hate pink, honestly. I really do. I don't like pink. I have a weird thing about pink. Alright, I am seeing so many of the same questions. Twin flames, soulmates. Is he or she the right one? For those of you asking that question about soulmates and twin flames and things, let's first identify where you are at in life. Because people who are less fortunate than you are finding love. But there's a reason for that. People who struggle with themselves, oftentimes that I see, is because they're placing their value around material things. What do I have? What can I provide? What do I bring to the table? It was a joke. I got asked this once at this restaurant I used to work at by my manager, and it was a joke, like complete fucking joke. She's a fucking bomb ass manager. Anyways, she was going around asking this question, like, what do you bring in a relationship? What do you bring to the table in a relationship? Something along those lines. She's asking all kinds of people, like my humor, my compassion, my love, whatever it might be. And she didn't tell me this after, but she came around and asked me, Brittany, what do you bring to the table in a relationship? And I, no hesitation, looked at her and said, I brought the fucking table. I don't have anything to prove. I don't have anything that I need to bring to the table. One, because I don't chase, I attract. Two, if you fuck with me, we're gonna vibe heavily. I have nothing to prove, and I don't expect you to prove anything. I know where I'm going. There is a purpose for why you were brought into my path in the first place. So when I get questions like, is he my soulmate? Is he my twin flame? Is he the right one? Is she the right one? All of this shit, baby, you will find out in due time. But if you keep placing expectations on a relationship even before there's anything set in place, you're going to be hella fucking disappointed, and it's mostly because it's going to be your fault. Future said, you got your money manifestor. Yes, baby. Take it with you. Put your energy all up in it. Ask for that shmoney, and don't be shy on it. Everything is a learning lesson. Everything, fucking everything is a learning lesson. But don't take it as like an end all if it doesn't work out. Be thankful it happened. You know what I mean? Relationships that come and go, most people that I've noticed do one of two things. One, they try to find the lesson or purpose behind this entire thing because it fell apart, when it's simply as just a momentary lapse in your like lifetime a hiccup, if you will, but enjoy, like, look at the aspects that you enjoyed, and then look at the aspects of the relationship that was tearing you the fuck apart, and figure out, how does this work in my system? Where is this going to lead me? Like, how is this helping me now? And the reason why, like, I realized that my anxiety was very much triggered by me living in too far in the future, because I was obsessing about not repeating the past. I have learned to manage my anxiety more so now because I realize the gift of living in the present. This is the shit I have control over. So now, let's do this. Let's break this down. There are 179 people in this room, and only 1% of you is going to take, statistically speaking, there's only going to be anywhere between 1 and 10% of you are actually going to take the advice that I give and live out the truth within yourself. Of the 10%, 1% of you is actually going to make significant and consistent changes in your life. The 1% that I am talking to, you can stay. Those of you that are just here for the entertainment, hoping that I'm going to pull free cards for you, this conversation isn't going to be for you. Promise you. If you want a reading, go book a reading. I'd be more than happy to help you out personally. But this conversation we're about to have next is going to get a little spicy. Okay? So check this out. Accountability. Accountability. When you get off of this live, whenever I get off of this live, what are you going to do next? What are you going to do next? You're going to flip through TikTok some more? Should maybe check Instagram? Pee, maybe? Something as simple as that. Go back to work. Go to work. Homework. Finish working. Continue cleaning. Draw. Make art. Cook dinner. Think about what you said. Okay, cool. Go home to my kids. Shadow work. Cook dinner. Fucking love it. So, you are secure in those actions because those are things that you know. When you do those things, I want you to only focus on that task until it's done. For example, those of you that are cooking dinner, I want you to focus on the energy that you put into this dinner and watch how differently it tastes. I want you to put the energy into providing a healthy fucking meal for yourself and those you care about. And then enjoy the quality time of enjoying that food at the dining room table with the people that you care about. And that's the only thing I want you to focus on. For those of you who are driving, I want you to focus on the fucking road. I want you to put your phone down and I want you to focus on getting to where you need to safely. You don't need to get there quickly. You don't need to get there, you don't need to get there, you don't need to cut through traffic to get there. You don't need to cut through shit. You're going to get there when you get there. And when you get there, it's going to be safely and it's going to be in perfect timing. For those of you doing homework, I want you to focus on one homework assignment at a time until it's done. Okay? You're going to go watch your son play soccer. And I want you to be present. I want you to put your phone in your purse. And I want you to watch your son stand there on the field with this, and enjoy the game for what it is. Because you're going to blink and that moment is going to be over. You can't go back to it. Okay? These are the things we have control over. Is the immediate moment right now. Do not think about shit you need to do tomorrow. Wherever time it is, wherever it is where you're at. Because tomorrow brings an opportunity for you to get organized. When you get up out of bed tomorrow, you need to make your bed fucking immediately. the first thing you do getting out of bed is making your bed. You wake up, you give yourself a second to stretch. Drink your glass of water or bottle of water that's by your bedside. You get the fuck up. Do not touch your phone. Do not touch your phone. You're going to make your bed. You're going to walk into your bathroom and do your affirmations after you pee. You're going to get yourself ready. You're going to go enjoy your cup of coffee outside. Even if you're the bum bitch in your jammies with a cup of coffee on your front porch, you're going to go enjoy a cup of coffee outside. And you're going to go through your 5 senses. Because then when you're done, you're going to finish your day the way that you need to. But you are going to focus on the task at hand immediately. Creating a game plan for yourself is important. Equally as important as an NFL coach organizing strategies and plays for the Super Bowl game. You know they don't go out there and fucking wing it. Why are you winging your life? Why aren't you living it intentionally? Why aren't you enjoying it? You've been having headaches in your third eye because it's time to fucking wake up. The shit's closed. You're getting headaches. There's some foggy ass energy in here and you need to go meditate. Yes, ma'am, Scorpio Queen. You have control over what's in front of you. Yes, fucking ma'am. I'm going to stay strong because I just lost a family today and stay strong for my sister. Unbreakable Mahal. It's good to see you again, babe. When it comes to suffering a loss, just remember that healing has no time frame. Give yourself peace and patience and allow yourself time to move through. Mi amor, how was your day?
Very bad.
Why? What happened?
I got hit by a ball in the face.
What happened? How come?
I was playing on the grass and it was an accident, but...
Was it an accident?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you check the Xbox?
I'm glad you had a good day. What's on your leg? Did you fall? It looks like chalk. No, it looks like chalk.
Yeah, it's chalk.
All right. Go inside, baby. Have some lunch. Love you.
Love you.
Yeah, my son got sent to the health office. And the nurse called me. She goes, I have Donovan in here. He got hit in the face with a soccer ball. And I couldn't help but laugh. He felt so bad. The kid has my grace. How do I start meditation? Oh, honestly, it is a practice that you just have to get yourself initiated in, like, truly. Going back to what I was saying about practices, if you really, really, truly are tired of the life you're fucking living, like, if you really are tired of it, and you want to see change, and you want to heal, and you want to grow, it takes fucking work. It takes work. It takes the work that people don't want to do. But this is what separates the good from the great. More so than just spiritual cleanses, more so than just psychic cleanses, more so than just spiritual baths, more so than just Reiki healing. You've got to put in the work. And if you need help and guidance on putting in the work, that's what the private community is for. I put you guys to fucking work. That's what the academy is for. I put you guys to fucking work. Now, on the spiritual side, the spiritual aspect of things, how to keep your energy in motion, how to keep it open, how to heal, how to balance, how to declutter. The psychic cleanse kit that I have in my shop is literally for that. It is a 7-day detoxing program, and it's $40. $40 to align your own fucking shit. To start the day off right and to end the day off even sweeter. Comes with 2 spiritual bath kits. One for the beginning of the week, one for the middle of the week. Comes with also a body scrub to utilize in between your bath sets. Comes with tea lights to enjoy your baths with, to create a safe haven to welcome your guides, your highest self, into the meditation that you will be doing in the middle of your spiritual bath. The meditation is provided for you. A guided meditation. Comes with teas for morning and a tea for the evening, 7 days. Comes with a tea filter. It comes with incense sticks to cleanse your space for your bath, ritual baths. And it also comes with, what else did I put in there? Body scrubs, teas, incense sticks, incense stick holder, spiritual bath. And if you want to upgrade it, you can add the chakra crystal set. And if you want to upgrade it even more, you can get the scented tea lights as well. But 7 days. It's a 7-day energy detoxing system. Made entirely for those of you struggling to clear out your fucking shit. Did the crystals, it didn't say scented. I will change that. So in the spiritual box, I know you guys can get scented candles, but I'll update that as well. Let me change that right now, while I have you guys on the horn. I do have to go in a minute here. I do have private readings I have to get to in just a minute. But let me fix this for you guys so that way we can get this going. Does it come with steps? Yep. It comes with instructions, and it comes with the guided meditation that you are to do. You'll be given a QR code on your package. You'll be given a QR code in the package. You follow the QR code to the instructions. Do I do readings? Yes. All through my website. How do you know if you're cleared? You'll know. You'll fucking know. The detox process is a hefty one, depending on how much energies, like negative energies, built up in your system. But that's why I, like, literally in the instructions is to drink a shit ton of fucking water, because you will detox. Some people's detoxes are actually physical, like sweating, like, you know, emotional outlets, things like that. But you will know. Inventory. Sidekick cleanse. Alrighty, variants. Let's add another variant here. So you can get 7-day regular herbal set with scented candles. And then that'll be 43. And then, actually, let's do with, oh man. I'm gonna have to figure this one out, because I'm gonna have to add a whole bunch of variants to this. Let me see here, options. Additional info, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on this. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on this. Sorry, guys. I thought it was gonna be easier to manage, but it's not. I'll work on that. The scented candles. So generally it takes anywhere between 2 to 3 days for me to process orders. So print out your invoice, package them, And then shipping, I do priority shipping in the US, so I think max is like 5 business days, 3 to 5 business days, but I've seen orders get shipped within 3, because I do priority shipping, priority first class shipping. Yeah, I try to get shit out immediately. Casey, 7 of Cups reverse. You got a lot of options in front of you. Choose one. Alrighty, y'all. I got a skedaddle. I got a reading in 30 minutes I got to get to. You guys have been a fucking gem, honestly. I'm good. I'm really fucking good. Am I still in nursing? No, I took a break to work on my business, to work on you guys. I have a resort that I'm opening up here in about 2 years now. So in about 2 years is going to be opening day of my resort. I'm excited for that. I've been hyper focused on that. School will present itself again if it's in my path later in the future. I'm not worried about it right now. So there's that. Yep. So you guys will have a safe haven to come visit me at in about 2 years. My academy will take place at my resort. Classes, day spa, spiritual retreat, all coming. It's crunch time. I'm kind of anxious about it, honestly, because it's like within arm's reach now. Within arm's reach. So. I'm in California. However, my resort will be in another state. Not going to disclose which one yet. But I'm fucking excited. I am excited. So, alrighty, friends. If you guys missed any of the readings before, this will be posted on my YouTube channel. Don't trip. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me. Go get your Psychic Cleanse Kit, guys. Go get it. Go get it, especially with the chaotic energy happening with Mercury retrograde. Go get it, go get it, go get it. If you guys don't know what you need for yourself, I recommend the Spiritual Box. Super helpful. It comes with a little mini reading as well. So, there's that. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Don't forget to drink your water. Bye.